27, and welcome back to another episode of Helping the Noble Knights. So, I may not be ready to show off my Noble Knight deck profile, mainly because of probably how bad it would be received as, but what's one thing I can show you is the side deck that I use, and these are all the cards that I would side just in case for whatever reason. And so, the first one that's on the list is Levier the Sea Dragon. The only reason why Levier is sided is because since Burial from a Different Dimension is still only at 1, the concept of getting banished monsters out is still pretty iffy. So that's what I have Levier for. The only problem with Levier is the only way I can go into Levier, which is for 2 level 3s, the only level 3s I run in that deck is Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit, and then Gale of the Whirlwind, which I need for my synchros. So unless they're getting soul charged back after Levier's done, it's either Levier or it's my synchros, and so it's unless I know like who I'm playing with, I'm gonna pick the synchro. The other one I have, it's mainly because I don't see a lot of this happening, is Abyss Dweller. I like Abyss Dweller, I really do, but with the other cards that I run in the extra deck, Abyss Dweller is just not tough enough. And granted, yes, the effects are good, but it needs to be a little bit stronger, kind of. So that's kind of why it's not really running it unless my opponent is playing a lot of graveyard heavy stuff. Abyss Dweller is kind of sided. This one kind of goes back and forth for me, and the only reason why it's sided is because it's very unlikely I'll get him out, and that is Bujinski Amoretsu. I like this card a lot. I really do. My only problem I have with Bujinski Amoretsu is it's 3 level 4s. Granted, it'd be an easy one if I went with like, say, Brothers or something like that. And it's light. It's a beast warrior. It's not a warrior, but so it doesn't make it with all the arms and everything like that. But it's light. It can be honest. It can be saved. It's 26. It's 25. It's a pretty good solid monster overall. It's just, again, it's my only problem with it is it's 3 level 4s. It's very hard, generally most of the time, to get 3 solid standing knights out on the field. It's easy to get 2. 2 is super easy, but to get 3 is a little bit harder. Alright, so that's all the extra deck monsters. This one I actually had signed it a long time ago. It's still pretty good. It's probably my favorite one out of all, and that's Forbidden Scripture. This is probably my favorite one out of all the Forbidden cards, because it's just, okay, let's all go back to normal, everybody's negated, like it. Just, let's negate it, just duke it out, normal, like it a lot. It's a quick play, it goes well, and yeah, so not much else. This one, I believe, is my only trap that I side, and it is, and there's Bottomless Trap Hole. I like Bottomless Trap Hole, it's getting into that targeting phase, and unless my opponent is playing like a lot of heavy-duty monsters like Subterrors or something like that, Bottomless Trap Hole is just, it's got a little slow, and so that's the only reason. These ones, this was just a thought, but now after the new rules have come out, they are immediately cited. And that is my 2 pendulums, which I'm trying to read their names because it's so nice. Is Vector Pendulum, the Draco Slayer, and Master Pendulum, the Draco Slayer. They're both pendulum scale 3, 1850, and then 1950. I like these guys a lot. It's basically just for the pendulum effects, which is either negate or destroy, so that's the reason why they're there. Going on to what I talked about in the last episode is United We Stand. United We Stand, I like it a lot. It's just monsters do not come out fast enough, and they stay on long enough, which is why I run Mage Power instead. So, United We Stand. This one I had before I got my Twin Twister. That was Galaxy Cyclone. And now that I have Twin Twister, Galaxy Cyclone, not so much. These last 2, I kind of like a lot, especially with this one, considering, take Zodiac Barrage, is Destiny Hero Celestial. That guy immediately, like, pop your face-up spells, do 500 damage. It's dark, it's a warrior, it can be roted, it can be used for, like, Chaos Sorcerer or Blackluster Soldier in the beginning. Overall, like, really good card, 1600. It's a pretty good one. The last one in my side deck that I have so far is, it's probably, I like it a lot, it's just, I don't know, and it's Curry Bandit. The reason with Curry Bandit is it's the Excavate. A lot of these cards that I draw is pretty much Heart of the Cards. And so the problem I have with Curry Bandit is it'll sometime ditch a card that I know I cannot get back. Like, if I choose between an arm or Mage Power, it's gonna suck because I'm gonna have to pick Mage Power, because the arms, I can get the arms back. Mage Power, not so much. Unless, which I'll talk about in another episode, is why I run that other card, is just so I can get those cards back. So that's my side deck, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you again so much for watching. And if you guys want to see more of this stuff, make sure you let me know, and I can do that. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.